Have you ever felt stuck, like you're running on a hamster wheel and not getting anywhere? You want to change, you want to grow, but the idea of a massive life overhaul feels completely overwhelming. What if I told you that the secret to a profound transformation isn't about giant leaps, but about tiny, almost invisible steps taken every single day? It's not about willpower, it's about wiring. Today, we're diving into the small, simple habits that can literally reprogram your mind for success, happiness, and resilience. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of practices so easy to implement. You can start the moment you finish watching. Let's start with the first 10 minutes of your day. How do you spend them? Scrolling through your phone, checking emails, letting the stress of the world flood in before your feet even hit the floor. Let's flip that script. The first habit is to win your morning. This doesn't mean you need to wake up at 4 a.m. and run a marathon. It simply means dedicating the first few minutes of your day to yourself, intentionally. Before you touch your phone, try this. Spend 1 minute just breathing. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Feel the air fill your lungs. This simple act tells your nervous system, I'm safe, I'm in control. It's a tiny reset button for your entire day. After that minute of breathing, let's add another small habit. 1 minute of gratitude. It sounds cliché, I know, but the science behind it is solid. When you actively look for things to be thankful for, you are training your brain to scan for positives instead of negatives. You don't have to write in a fancy journal. Just think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be the comfort of your bed, the taste of your morning coffee, or the fact that the sun is shining. This isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about balancing the scale and reminding yourself of the good that already exists. This daily dose of positivity compounds over time, fundamentally changing your default perspective from one of lack to one of abundance. Okay, so we've covered the first few minutes of the day. Now let's talk about a habit you can sprinkle throughout your entire day. Mindful transitions. We rush from one task to the next, from a work call to making lunch, from errands to family time, often with our minds still stuck on the previous activity. A mindful transition is a brief pause, a mental palate cleanser. Before you switch tasks, take just 30 seconds, close your eyes, take one deep breath, and consciously let go of what you were just doing. Then, set an intention for what you're about to do. For example, before a meeting you might think, I will listen actively. Before you start cooking, I will enjoy this creative process. This small habit prevents mental clutter and helps you be fully present and effective in everything you do. Next up is a powerful mind reprogramming tool that often gets overlooked, your self-talk. The voice inside your head is the most influential voice in your life. Is it a critic or a coach? For many of us, it's a harsh critic. The habit here is to catch and reframe negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this or I'm not good enough, don't just accept it. Challenge it. Pause and ask, is that really true? Then reframe it. Instead of I can't do this, try this is challenging. But I'm going to figure out the first step. Instead of I messed up again, try that didn't work. What can I learn from this? You are not trying to lie to yourself. You are simply choosing a more constructive and compassionate inner dialogue. Over time, this rewires your brain to see challenges as opportunities, not dead ends. Now for a habit that involves your body but has a massive impact on your mind, move for 15 minutes. Again, we're not talking about an intense gym session unless that's your thing. This could be a brisk walk during your lunch break, dancing to a few of your favorite songs in the living room, or doing some simple stretches while you watch TV. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Physical movement releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. It also helps clear your head, reduce stress, and improve focus. Think of it as medicine for your mind. By making a small, non-negotiable commitment to move your body every day, you're building a foundation of mental and physical well-being that will support all your other efforts. It's one of the highest return investments you can make in yourself. Let's talk about information consumption. We live in an age of information overload. Our minds are constantly being fed a diet of news, social media updates, and notifications. Is your information diet healthy? The next small habit is to curate your input. Just as you wouldn't eat junk food all day and expect to feel great, you can't consume negative or trivial information constantly and expect to have a positive mindset. Take a few minutes each week to be intentional about this. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Mute news alerts that just cause anxiety. Instead, subscribe to podcasts, channels, or newsletters that educate, inspire, or make you laugh. Consciously choosing what you feed your mind is a revolutionary act of self-care. Another incredibly simple yet transformative habit is to ask better questions. The quality of your life is often determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Which puts you in a victim mindset, try asking, what can I learn from this? Or what's one thing I can do to make this situation slightly better? When you feel stuck, instead of thinking I don't know what to do, ask what would this look like if it were easy? Or who could I ask for help? These questions shift your brain from problem-focused to solution-focused mode. They open up possibilities and empower you to take action no matter how small. Make a habit of asking one empowering question each day. As we near the end of the day, let's install one final habit, the daily review. This isn't about judging your performance. It's a gentle check-in that takes just a couple of minutes before bed. Ask yourself two simple questions. What went well today, and what could I do differently tomorrow? The first question reinforces your wins, no matter how small, and taps back into that feeling of gratitude. The second question promotes a growth mindset. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about continuous, gentle improvement. It's saying, I'm a work in progress, and that's okay. Tomorrow is a new opportunity. This practice helps you close the day with intention and wake up with clarity. So, let's recap these small mind reprogramming habits. Win your morning with a minute of breathing and a minute of gratitude. Use mindful transitions between tasks. Catch and reframe negative self-talk. Move your body for 15 minutes. Curate your information diet. Ask better, more empowering questions. And end your day with a simple 2-question review. None of these habits are earth-shattering on their own. You might not notice a difference after one day, or even 1 week. But that's the point. The magic isn't in a single action. It's in the consistent repetition. It's the compounding effect of these tiny shifts over months and years that leads to a completely rewired mind and a transformed life. You are literally building new neural pathways, creating a new default mode for your brain. So don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Trust the process. Pick just 1 or 2 of these habits to start with. The goal is to make it so easy you can't say no. Then, once it becomes automatic, add another. You have the power to change your mind and, in doing so, change your entire reality. It starts small. It starts today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content on personal growth. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which small habit will you start with? Thanks for watching.